Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Due to the negative propaganda against the Quran and the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it has become imperative upon us to spread the message of the Quran, inshallah. Therefore, Al-Hikmat kindly requests your support to pledge and sponsor 100,000 Quran drives on CDs. Join us sponsoring Qur'ans on CDs for free distribution fi sabilillah for Muslims and non-Muslims worldwide. You can also sponsor on behalf of family members and relatives that have passed away as Sadaqah Jariyah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Generous brothers and sisters are kindly requested to give from their zakat and sadaqah to Al-Hikmat services so we can provide Islamic materials and literature to brothers and sisters in correctional institutions, plus to new Muslims and non-Muslims who are needy and seeking to learn Islam, inshallah. For more information, contact Al-Hikmah office at 954-986-0158 or visit our website www.alhikmat.com. You can also make checks payable to Al-Hikmat Services Inc., or you can donate with a credit card on PayPal, www.alhikmat.com.
We're praying Salah, right? Well, you see brothers and brothers fighting for money and property. Sisters, brothers, fathers, children. Look at our Prophet ﷺ. 1400 years ago, he said, I don't fear that you guys will do shirk, assign partners to Allah. But my fear is you will envy your brother and your sister for worldly things. When they have these worldly accomplishments, you will envy it.
Assalamu alaikum. Allah gives hikmat, wisdom, to whomsoever He wills. And whomsoever is given wisdom is certainly given a lot of good. Only the people of understanding will benefit from the reminder. Tune in to Al-Hikmat TV for khutbahs, lectures, and Islamic reminders. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Praises are due to Allahu Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allah is the creator of the universe. Allah is the creator of Adam and Eve. Allah is the creator of the universe. Allah is the...
Al-Hikmat has been serving the Muslim and non-Muslim communities for the past 30 years through the publishing and distribution of Islamic literature and radio, and also TV programs, plus interfaith activities. Due to the demand and many requests of non-Muslims and new Muslims for Islamic literature, we request you to donate generously $1 fi sabilillah in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala towards distribution of the Holy Quran, Al-Hikmat TV 24/7 online, Dawah publications, Surah and Zikr books, genealogy of the prophets, feeding and clothing the poor, orphans, and the needy, students seeking to study Islam, printing of Islamic publications, our monthly Muslim magazine, One God, Same Religion Dawah brochures, Quranic Arabic reader with Tajweed for students. And also to support our Dawah activities, you can also contact Al-Hikmat offices at 954-986-0158 at 954-986-0158, or you can also visit our website at www.alhikmat.com. That is www.alhikmat.com. You can also make checks payable to Al-Hikmat Services Incorporated, or you can donate with a credit card on PayPal at www.alhikmat.com.
Wafiq Transport Limited. Contact 715-6463 or 673-0152. Located at 86 Orangefield Road, Karapi, Chima. Services include vacuum, septic services, sock pile, sand gravel, etc., trailers, heavy equipment for sale such as flatbeds, drop decks, container trailers, and lots more.
Southern Hatcheries Limited. Suppliers of both live and processed broiler chickens. Parts available in both tray packs and case bags to suit your needs. Leg and thighs, wings, liver and gizzard. Also suppliers of both live and processed ducks. All meats strictly halal. Visit us at 440 Komodo Road, Barrackport. Or call us at 654-3938 or 361-08.
Ya Nabi, Salam Alayka, Ya Habib.
Bounty Kings Bounty Castles presents brand new luxury castles for all events. You can contact us at telephone number 749-4342, or you can also email us at bountykings1@gmail.com. A-Class Glamour presents to you wholesaling and retailing of premium lines of cosmetics for all skin types, designer jewelry, and many accessories. Brands include ColourPop, Maybelline, Revlon Professional, Urban Decay, Sephora, and many more. To get a hold of these products, you can call Sadiq Khan at 345-5824 or Amira Khan at 759-6089. You can also visit our Facebook page at A-Class Glamour to follow for newly released lines of products.
सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह तेरे सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह.
If you'd like to advertise or be a sponsor of this show, please contact Alhikmat office. Telephone number 1954-986-0158 or 1-868-325-8276. Or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
This is our grand opening, our formal opening of Alhikmat.
Give a little update on Alhikmat because this is the formal opening. It's about Alhikmat. Why we are here in Trinidad, what is our purpose, what we hope to achieve, inshallah.
Alhikmat is such a beautiful journey which has such a powerful name which is rooted in wisdom. But when I thought about it, there's perhaps one word better to describe this in conjunction, and it is Hikmah, or service.
And I saw all religion, Catholics, I saw Jews, I saw everybody, and they were so comfortable.
While in America they were burning mosques and destroying mosques, you were building bridges. You were building bridges with the Jews. You were building bridges with the Christians. You were building bridges with the Anglicans. And you were doing something that very few were doing.
But are we doing our part in stepping out of our khutbah, in stepping out of our masjid, in stepping out of our madras? Are we doing our part to go and reclaim the true Islam that Trinidad and Tobago should see? Take notice. Sajjal ana Arabi. Take note, I am Arab. Or Sajjal ana Muslim. Take note that I am Muslim. And this is the truth of what it should be. You see, this is why I am so pleased to come here today, to support the work of Alhikmat.
Welcome and assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. We are very fortunate to have with us in Alhikmat studio a very prominent, a very well-known, a very respected brother in the United States of America and in other countries based on his services to humanity. And we're going to hear a lot about that. He's no less a person than Brother Abdulrauf, who is the Assistant Executive Director of ICNA. Welcome to the show, Brother Rauf.
Jazakallah khair.
And it is indeed a pleasure to have you on Alhikmat TV. And as our viewers know, and you know, we are 24/7 online on Alhikmat TV. We have a lot of people worldwide who view our programs and activities. And it's going to really be a pleasure for them to hear the kind of things that ICNA is doing, the kind of efforts that you are doing with ICNA, and especially with all the recent hurricanes and Harvey and Maria and Irma and all the 9 yards happening. It will be really a very educational, a very motivational benefit to the people worldwide to hear from you. So let us know a little bit on this show of Who is Who in America. What area do you really cover, and what do you do with ICNA, for ICNA? What is ICNA, before we get into a little bit of the Irma and the Harvey, etc.?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu salam, rasulullah. First of all, I'm honored to be here and very pleased to talk about and sitting in front of you.
Thank you.
The purpose, Islamic Circle of North America started in 1968. And since that day, our forefathers have this dream to provide service to our brothers and sisters all around the world, and especially here in ICNA Relief, specifically work in United States under the border of USA. ICNA has been very well known in a community to our social work. ICNA Relief has been providing social service, since we are in existence.
So is ICNA the largest organization in America or the second largest?
Well, we don't claim with largest or not, but so far we have 50 field offices, and that offices have about 5,000 people. The best thing about Islamic Circle of North America is we have 99% of the people, those who work with ICNA, they are volunteers. And
Okay.
you've like 5% of the people, you'll find those who are a staff member, those who provide services. But those who are 95% of the people, those who volunteer, but they are very well dedicated and experienced people, those who have work in dawah, work in relief work in social work, but they have been very important people, those who provide service in the United States. So alhamdulillah, last year our convention, we had 30,000 people. So it's not about how much people come to the convention. That's why we don't claim we're big or small. And it's been 40 plus years. It's going to be our 50th year now, our convention coming up. Inshallah, our purpose is to provide service to community.
So you more or less have representatives in every state in the
yeah.
United States of America.
Yes.
Which, alhamdulillah, speaks volume. Because many years ago, maybe 30 years ago, I remember doing Jummah in the mosque in New York.
Yes.
And there used to be an Islamic scholar there from Pakistan.
And the Naseem.
Yes, Brother Naseem, because you had invited him to Florida.
Yes.
Good. So I had met him in those days, and that was phenomenal. And then when you guys recently rebuilt
the new center.
The new center. So is that center considered the headquarters?
ICNA have a headquarters in Jamaica, New York, yes.
Wonderful. And then you're spread.
And from that point, they have a lot of offices in different, pretty much, I would say in every state we have offices. If it's not an office, we have some dedicated person live there and they provide service to local community.
How many years now have you been involved with ICNA?
I came to the United States in '94,
Uh-huh.
so I just dove into it from that day.
Oh, subhanAllah.
So I've been volunteering it.
And how many years have you been in Florida?
I moved to Florida 10 years ago.
10 years. You see, I never knew that you have been with ICNA ever since 1994.
Yeah.
So ever since I came to know you in Florida, I thought that was your beginning.
No, I started ICNA Relief has been I have a responsibility given to me in ICNA Relief in I would say 2009, And since that day, alhamdulillah, I started working in South Florida, and then I grew from that. Now I have responsibility of assistant executive director. That means I have to run the operation of Hikmah Relief, what Hikmah Relief does. Alhamdulillah, we have a huge team, those who provide services everywhere. And that's the understanding. We have to be very openly clear that ICNA is umbrella of organization.
So you have ICNA, Islamic Circle of North America, and you have ICNA Relief.
Yeah, ICNA is umbrella organization. We have 5 departments, one in ICNA Relief, one Helping Hand, Why Islam, Social Justice, and that's why we kept...
Now that's important because a lot of people
get confused.
Still probably think ICNA is just ICNA Relief.
Yeah.
And they would like to know the difference with the different
departments.
Departments. So you got the head ICNA, Islamic Circle of North America.
Right.
Then you got Helping Hand.
Helping Hand work outside the United States, international.
They do international.
Right.
And you have
ICNA Relief,
Relief
under the borders of USA.
Good.
And we have Why Islam, do the dawah and gain peace. And we have Social Justice and the office in Virginia. And these are the department we work, and we separated for intentionally purpose so people can serve properly and perform better you are in different departments.
And you become more productive when you do that. All the time you get more productive because you have too many cooks. They spoil the broth, and then you have too many people for the same thing. And
it's been very helpful and very, I would say, it's been blessed. So people, those who are responsible for certain department, everybody wants to excel. So everybody wants to serve the community while they're excelling it and trying to make a difference in America.
Subhanallah, mashallah. So you have been very busy recently with all the hurricanes and the floods, etc.
That's something I think all of us are aware of. Those who live in Florida, Hurricane Harvey happened right after Eid. And I've been told to go to Texas. So I flew in there and we started working, and alhamdulillah, ICNA president himself next day, second day of Eid, he was arrived in Houston and helped cleaning up and motivating the community and talking to people. And alhamdulillah, by himself, he was literally working on the ground and helping people. So I was there working with him, and we had a lot of meetings, and I think of 4 days later, we come to find out this hurricane about to hit in Florida, Irma. So I've been told, this is your home, you have to go back. And I was saying, no, I have to make sure I'm here in Houston, let me fix, trying to help here. And said, no, when something happened to home, you got to go back. And I flew back here in probably 2 days before Irma. It's been very beneficial in a way. Alhamdulillah, ICNA Relief is the partner of work with FEMA and Red Cross and governmental agencies.
But before we get to Irma, what are some of the things you guys did in Houston?
We have been cleaning up the houses, mucking out and cleaning up. And that's the purpose of that is not just cleaning up. It's the purpose of the perception of people, those who never met a Muslim before.
Good.
It's the other way of doing dawah. Obviously, we have to help our neighbors. We have to help our people, those who cannot do it themselves. We are there to help them. And that's why we went there to tell people, our fellow Americans, those who are there and had never have experience in meeting people, meaning Muslim. And we helped, and the experience was so amazing for people, those who have seen Muslim on TV and seen in personally, and then realize it's not what we see on TV.
So were they very receptive?
Oh,
everybody.
First, it kind of reluctant. Why you guys here? We told them we got information from FEMA, so we come from fix your house. When we start fixing it, alhamdulillah, we prayed there. We talked to them. We had dinner, lunch with them, and then realized, we had this wrong perception of being Muslim, and so they have very openly talk about it. And at the end, I remember one of the person came out, and it says he hugged me, and he says, "Man, I wanted to see a Muslim like that for so long, and I'm glad I see it today." And that sometimes disaster bring goodness from the community which we were not expecting. So it was very beneficial and very positive from people. We went to one community, we have like 1 or 2 houses were damaged. So we fixed it. While we were fixing, other neighbors came, can you help us? So we end up fixing 10 houses instead of 2. So it was the whole neighborhood can get to see Muslim walking around with all the sisters wearing hijab, and our T-shirt, you probably know, they say Muslim for Humanity. So our logo is intentionally created by our forefathers. It says Muslim for Humanity. It's not for Muslims for Muslim. It's for Muslim for Humanity. Those who need help, regardless who they are, what color, what religion, we are here to help you, and that's our purpose of.
You know, I like to be a little provocative sometimes.
Sure.
So, with that sort of community services and humanity services, if Trump has to run for election again, do you think he would be able to say ban Muslims from America? My point is, by Americans, people in Texas, people in Puerto Rico, people in Florida, who supported President Trump, which we don't, I mean, we have the rights to speak on reality, and this is the reality.
Right.
And who did not know about Muslims, who did not know about Islam. Now they may be able to say, well, hey, why ban these guys? They are very kind people. They work for humanity. What do you think? This sort of humanity services, how do you think that would affect the minds of people who supported that idea of President Trump?
First of all, I want to say Muslims play a very important role in America. We are not a consumer. We are the biggest contributor of society. You know, it's not just the doctors and nurses and businessmen, those who provide. Our youth, I'm so blessed to have our youth, Muslim youth, and those who provided amazing service. I would say they could be home watching TV, but they were out in the sun, and it was hot, it was sweaty, but they came out to help their fellow Americans. And that literally changed the perception. People, those who went to school with them, those who live around them, they said, these people, mashallah, they came out and they helped. They don't have to. They didn't have to come out and help people. When they came out, they literally make people realize, you know, we need them to be our neighbors, because if they are our neighbors, they will be our protector when we need us.
And that's the point I'm getting at, because a lot of people don't know the kindness, the hospitality, the kind of humanitarian services that Islamic organizations do. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's good we had the hurricanes, but a lot of good come out of it. People are able to see, you know, the good in your neighbors, the good in the religious organizations, the community at large. But especially, you know, because Islam and Muslims made a big high hit in the political campaign of President Trump, I'm like wondering now, when people in Texas and people in America were to see the kind of work you guys do on the ground, that's what you call real grassroots groundwork, then they may be able to say, hey, Sky, I don't think we're going the right way, because these people are very helpful people. We were not able, and we never saw what they did, and we cannot just accuse them.
I would say we cannot change everyone, but we can change people we met. And one day by day, one person at a time, is making a difference. And I said, alhamdulillah, it's been very good experience meeting people, talking to them, and those who, even though they didn't receive any help from us, and at least they talked to us and saw us doing it. And I remember when we had a disaster relief truck, we parked in Houston, close to our location we were working. One of the elder of the community, he came out and he literally touched our logo. He says, is this real? I say, yes. He said, like, and I was so happy to see you guys in our community. And the logo says Muslim for Humanity. And I was dreaming a day, that the day comes and we work together. When we were working, we had a Jewish organization working with us. We have a Christian organization working with us. When we work together as a team to make sure we provide service to people, those who need it. It's not about who's taking the lead. It's about who's providing service and how we're providing services. And people saw it working together. They says interfaith is a very important part of our services. So, you know, that impact people, those who never seen Muslims, working together. And especially, I would say, our sisters, and may Allah reward them. They are the face of dawah most of the time when they wear hijab and come out and, you know, cleaning the houses and gutting on it. They're working side by side with us, and they really make impact of people, those who sitting in their houses, looking at us from inside the house and saying, why can we help them?
So people who were scared of a Muslim
Exactly.
woman wearing a hijab, now you see a Muslim woman coming out there and helping you and being around. And you know, that's the kind of thing we like, and that's why we really appreciate you being on this this show on Alhikmat, because this program is broadcasted worldwide. We're on live national television in the Caribbean. It's picked up by other television networks, and of course YouTube is worldwide, so it's replayed. And we really wanted more people to know. I know you guys do a lot of marketing, and it goes out on WhatsApp and email and whatever, but the more the merrier, as we see. Exactly. You know, this is a very interesting world, and media, social media is, I would like to say, that's the magic of the time. Yeah. That's the click of the button that makes people know what's going on. And that was a key thing to Mr. President's Trump campaign. I mean, I like to use him as a wonderful example because he did a lot of changes. He changed the whole stereotype politics. He showed that politics do not even need the television. You can go on Twitter and let the world know. And that's why I'm so happy that you're on this show, so we can at least use Alhikmat TV, whatever we can do to let the world know the kind of humanitarian services ICNA is offering, the kind of care, the kind of love, the kind of sharing and caring you have with the neighbors and the community, and not just around you, but nationwide. So we got to go on a break. Time just goes, 15 minutes have gone. And when we get back after the short break, we're going to get a little more in details now with the Irma and the Maria and what has been actually some of the things you guys were doing. So again, thank you very much. And viewers, we've been talking to Brother Abdulrauf, the Vice Executive Director of ICNA Relief. It's a pleasure to have him, and we'll continue talking to him a little more about some of the direct impact of the hurricane, the recent hurricanes, Irma and Harvey and Maria, etc., inshallah.
We're praying for that, right? Well, you see brothers and brothers fighting for money and property. Sisters, brothers, fathers, children. Look at our Prophet ﷺ. 1400 years ago, he said, I don't fear that you guys will do shirk, assign partners to Allah. But my fear is you will envy your brother and your sister for worldly things. When they have these worldly accomplishments, you will envy it.
Assalamu alaikum. Allah gives hikmat, wisdom, to whomsoever He wills. And whomsoever is given wisdom is certainly given a lot of good. Only the people of understanding will benefit from the reminder. Tune in to Alhikmat TV for khutbahs, lectures, and Islamic reminders. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Praises are due to Allahu Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allah is the creator of the universe. Allah is the creator of Adam and Eve. Allah is the creator of the universe. Allah is the
Wafiq Transport Limited. Contact 715-6463 or 673-0152. Located at 86 Orenfield Road, Carapy, Chima. Services include vacuum, septic services, sock pile, sand gravel, etc., trailers, heavy equipment for sale such as flatbeds, drop decks, container trailers, and lots more.
Southern Hatcheries Limited. Suppliers of both live and processed broiler chickens. Parts available in both tray packs and case bags to suit your needs. Leg and thighs, wings, liver and gizzard. Also suppliers of both live and processed ducks. All meats strictly halal. Visit us at 440 Komodo Road, Barrackport. Or call us at 654-3938 or 361-08.
Ya Nabi, Salam Alayka, Ya Habib.
Bouncy Kings, Bouncy Castles presents brand new luxury castles for all events. You can contact us at telephone number 749-4342, or you can also email us at bouncykings1@gmail.com. A-Class Glamour presents to you wholesaling and retailing of premium lines of cosmetics for all skin types, designer jewelry, and many accessories. Brands include ColourPop, Maybelline, Revlon Professional, Urban Decay, Sephora, and many more. To get a hold of these products, you can call Sadiq Khan at 345-5824 or Amira Khan at 759-6089. You can also visit our Facebook page at A-Class Glamour to follow for newly released lines of products.
सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह तेरे सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह.
If you'd like to advertise or be a sponsor of this show, please contact Alhikmat office. Telephone number 1954-986-0158 or 1-868-325-8276. Or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
Welcome back to Who is Who in America on Alhikmat TV 24/7 online. And again, it's a pleasure to have with us Brother Abdulrauf, who is the Assistant Director of ICNA Relief USA. Welcome back to the show, Brother Abdulrauf. So as we were talking a little bit before we went on the break, pertaining to ICNA Relief, and all the things you guys do and what you have been doing in Texas, etc. So let's get a little bit home here now. Florida, Puerto Rico, the Caribbean. Well, I don't think you will go to the Caribbean because that's out of your territory. That will fall under Helping Hand.
Yeah.
So Puerto Rico is within the U.S. territory.
Yeah.
So let our viewers know a little bit of Irma, what you guys did in preparation, what you have done, your community services, and what you plan to do, etc.
When after the Hurricane Harvey, the Hurricane Irma hit, alhamdulillah didn't get hit, but I was about to hit. Our team, I came back, and our local team, alhamdulillah, they've been very instrumental helping what we focus on our elders and single parents, those who cannot help themselves. We went to their houses and put shutters and sandbag the doors and stuff that they won't get flooded. So that was the service we provide prior to the hurricanes. And during the hurricane, we opened 5 Islamic centers here. And those Islamic centers become a shelter for people, those who cannot, they don't feel safe to be home. So Islamic center become a shelter for them. We have 256 people stayed in our Islamic centers here, and they were very safe. And they provided, food and services and everything else. And that's something I would say I'm very proud of our community. They stepped up and they opened their arms and welcoming people around it. And it's not just the Muslims only came to our Islamic centers. I would say.
So is that only in South Florida or the state of Florida?
State of Florida.
Okay.
And a lot of Muslims and non-Muslims, those who felt that their homes are not safe enough to live, they came to Islamic, and it was a very good environment, and people are talking, they were mingling. And
so how was that with Muslims and non-Muslims now spending a few days
in Islamic Center.
In an
yeah.
Islamic center.
Some of the people, those who came to the Islamic Center, they have never been to Islamic Center. And they have the perception, okay, I don't know what is inside this building. And they came inside, they felt, they fed with us, they stay with us, and their families sleep, and everybody was sleeping. They were very comfortable. And before they left, and I remember some of the sisters, they were talking to my wife and other people, they're saying, we were so overwhelmed of the hospitality of people, those who we never met before. They were so welcoming. They were talking about what we have, words. It's not how many differences we have, and what a similarity we have. And it was very good interaction. And I felt our youth, I would say, we always like to empower our youth, those who are going to take over our responsibility.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, I would say our forefathers have done an amazing job, brought us where we are here. They have a legacy. They can say they have done an amazing job bringing Islamic centers and schools and institute. So we are here. They have a legacy.
Hurricane has its own barakat. It brings down the walls.
Exactly.
Even the laws, it brings down the walls and the laws, because I have seen people sharing electrical wires from one house to the next, crossing the streets, because on one side of the road there is electricity, on the other side no. And when I say bring down the laws, even the city officials are driving by, but they cannot say anything, because now everyone is struggling. Neighbors will share, plywood, they will share tools, they will share electricity. They don't care about who pays the bills. And now you have people living together under one roof, people who never knew each other, didn't like each other, different faiths. I mean, that really brings down the walls and barriers of separation and bring people together, because, just talking about hurricane is one thing, but living together really is a different impact.
It was very impactful, not just living together. Our children played, and their children playing together. In the Islamic Center, you see the environment of all faith living together. And, adhan call, and they come sit while we are praying. They sit behind and watch us praying, and they're talking to us, well, why are you doing this, why are you doing that? And it was very interactive, I would say. And that's, after hurricane, post-hurricane, we start cleaning up. Alhamdulillah, our team of volunteers, and I always appreciate them, those who always showed up, and even though they can be home, enjoying their facility, and they realized they were blessed. They didn't have anything, nothing happened to their house and their family. So they came out and helped the community. We went around the city, cut the trees, and cutting out debris remover, and using the chainsaw and cutting.
I saw you had girls also.
Yeah, they were very
on the field.
Alhamdulillah, and I was so
branches and
so proud
trees.
of them, because people always feel our sisters are controlled by men, and I said, no, our sisters are very, very active in the community, and they came out, they did everything like the boys was doing it, and I'm very proud of both of them. They were very active. We went to Naples, we distribute a lot of supplies and food and hygiene kits. Same thing, we did it in Masjid Ansar and at the community around them, Liberty City. And it was very impactful. People, those who live around the Islamic Center, that live around the city, those who people think we all will live in our community, we live in our bubbles, and realize, no, we are here for the community. And alhamdulillah, I would say that truck full of supply came from Orlando, our office there. They send everything here, and we just distribute everything. And it's just not the supplies, we distribute love. We talk to people, we encourage people to come together. Now, as you're aware of, and inshallah tomorrow morning, myself and 3 imams, and we are leaving to Puerto Rico, because we come to find out this is our U.S. territory, we have to go help them. So alhamdulillah, we felt there are a lot of need there, and we cannot just sit back and just watch their people suffering. So I'm taking 3 of the imam from our USA. They're Puerto Rican. They speak the language of the land. So they're going with us, and we're going to help people, those who are living there. And for that, I'm very honored and very proud to have a member of the South Florida community We have 5 Islamic centers open their houses and have their the place available for people to drop out locations, and the people are dropping out the food and supplies and clothes and water, and we have at least 25 generators so far. We'll
so you're taking
the container full of
container
supplies.
load of supplies to Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
okay.
So we can help.
So you have already made your connections there.
Exactly.
And receiving it and going.
They have 7 Islamic
distribute it.
centers there. So we are planning to go to Islamic center there and distribute from that center to the community. Because we could have do it any mall, any place. So we wanted to do impactful in a way so this Muslim are helping from USA, but the local Muslim in Puerto Rico, they're helping too. So we're using their location as Islamic center, and they're distributing from that point.
Now, which will be more effective anyhow,
exactly.
Because if you go very big from the country top, then it's going to be too little, it's going to trickle down. And I mean, here and there we already hear that there are a lot of complications in the distribution of things getting to Puerto Rico. I was hearing recently they got a lot of things that are still in Miami port and did not even reach Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
So you may run into all that sort of complication.
We've made some arrangement to local people, those who are there. They will take the container out and will place it in Islamic center. From that we will distribute to everyone, but we wanted to make that for the community. The Muslim brought this stuff, and Muslim doing it locally in the community and helping, because it's a part of dawah too, those who live there.
It's only realistic that you use the local center to connect.
But that's the purpose of having our communication with we made our connection, some kind of arrangement with the Islamic centers and the people, those who are on the ground already. We don't want to be burden them, so that's why we're taking everything with us instead of, we will provide services and provide whatever we can to help. The purpose of that is obviously changing perception of Muslims and changing and heart and minds of people, those who live around us, because that has to be in our mind and our heart to be are here for humanity. It's our Prophet ﷺ is sunnah to help our neighbors.
Of course,
and it always says in our mind is we have to help our fellow American, fellow neighbors, those who live around us, because they wanted to see what we can do to help them. And now we have to show our children, those who coming behind us, and as I said earlier, our forefather has a legacy. I want to make sure we have a legacy when we leave. Our children coming up is like our father have done something, our family members and our neighbors and our community leaders have done something, so they can stand up and say, we wanted to do something similar to that or better. And as you can, I know you are very active in youth services. We have to empower our youth. They can do things which we could not do because of we are learning, and we are learning community. Alhamdulillah, we grow a lot in 50, 20, 30, 40 years, but our children, which we have done in 30 years, they can do in 5 years.
Of course.
So they have know-how in the community, and born and raised in this country, they have this luxury of language and understanding of the culture, understanding how we can help. That thing is very powerful.
No, and listen, I support that view because, Al-Hikmat is run by youths, Darul Uloom is run by youths. I'm only a number.
Exactly.
They really do everything. They make all the arrangements. As much as we're talking on this show, it's all our youths.
Right.
They run it, they set it up, they put it together, they run the social media, they do the editing, they plan the programs. I'm more or less history already, Brother Ralph. And I think that's very phenomenal that you guys are doing. You're getting these youths as not just tomorrow leaders, but they're already founding members and foundation pillars within you guys as you're working. And, our office in Trinidad, Al-Hikmat office, we also got some youths there who are working within the Caribbean on the Hurricane Project.
Right.
I mean, whatever little with the other organizations do, not alone, because I always like to work with other people. So they're working with the other local organizations in the Caribbean on hurricane relief. So I have seen some of the pictures with the youths and the girls and the boys and everyone, and I mean, that really broke a lot of culture down, because people know Muslim women are just some of them back home, and in India and Pakistan and back home, they're within doors and they're cooking roti and biryani and just within the house. And here now you brought them out and they're seeing them climbing trees and cutting down branches. That's a whole different wave, and I think that's the kind of thing that makes a whole different level in humanity and unity and bringing people together. That's what you call practicality.
Just living your life, you don't inspire people. You have to make a living of inspiring people. That's what can you make a difference for you doing it. It's not what you say. You have to show it, and you have to practice it. And at the end, I just want to say I'm very proud to have a volunteer team, those who always shows up. And it's not just our team, it's the community efforts. And our community is very, very strong and when they wanted to help. And they're, say, in the South Florida community, and then I would say the whole Florida community so far has been very, very effective in helping whoever needed help, and they always stepped up. They're always there when anybody needed help, and it's very proud to say I'm part of the community and those who always wanted to help support the community. And Hikmah Leaf, if you wanted to help and wanted to support, it's like hikmahleaf.org, and wanted to come go on our website and our Facebook page, like us and comment. We wanted to see people what you think when you wanted to see what we're doing, and come volunteer with us, inshallah.
Good. I will still give you a couple of seconds to say a few words as we conclude, but before you do that, I want to add a little bit to the kind of things you guys doing, and that's why we really appreciate you being on the show, Hikmah Relief, because we like a lot of interfaith, and I have seen, and I compliment whatever is going on, but what you guys did and what you're doing, it's not just dialogue talk. And I have seen that. I've been in interfaith for more than 40 years now, alhamdulillah. And we are still in dialogue and talk, but I always try to promote more than talk. Not just only talk the talk, but we need to walk that talk. Meaning, we sit around a table, we sit in a mosque, in a church, we talk. But until people don't get together, move around together, do physical activities together, rather than just talking in a conference, you will not really understand each other. You will not get that bond. It will begin there, it may end there, continue on a little telephone conversation. But that heart-to-heart connection and real bond, it's only when you do things like what you have done. And I'm sure those people who benefited from Hikmah Relief and the people that you guys serve, they will never forget you. That's a bond, a lifetime bond. So we have reached our limit on the time here on Who is Who in America on Alhikmat TV. So I give you the last 2-3 seconds and what you'd like to say to our viewers throughout the world.
My last thing I would say is when we do help, we have to have a passion to helping people. It's not a job, it's not responsibility, it's a passion. It's a passion that will drive you to do things. Have a passion to help people, that's the most important part. And passion we learn from our Prophet ﷺ Sunnah to help our neighbors and brothers and sisters, those who are affected by any kind of help we can provide. And we are so proud to have an organization who give us opportunity to be part of it and provide service throughout the United States. We have to use our hand, our heart, and obviously our head to do what we do to make sure we convey the message of Islam.
Okay, so thank you very much again, and it has been a pleasure to have Brother Abdulrauf from Hikmah Relief USA. He's the Assistant Executive Director of Hikmah Relief USA. It has been a pleasure talking to him and hearing his experiences and what they are doing for the people in America and in the world. And may Allah continue to bless you, and may Allah bless all of you brothers and sisters and viewers throughout the world who have been looking at this program, and stay tuned to Alhikmat TV 24/7 online. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
This is our grand opening, our formal opening of Alhikmat.
Give a little update on Alhikmat, because this is the formal opening. It's about Alhikmat. Why we are here in Trinidad, what is our purpose, what we hope to achieve, inshallah.
Alhikmat is such a beautiful journey which has such a powerful name, which is rooted in wisdom. But when I thought about it, there's perhaps one word better to describe this in conjunction, and it is khidmah, or service.
And I saw all religion, Catholics, I saw Jews, I saw everybody, and they were so comfortable.
While in America they were burning mosques and destroying mosques, You were building bridges. You were building bridges with the Jews. You were building bridges with the Christians. You were building bridges with the Anglicans. And you were doing something that very few were doing.
But are we doing our part in stepping out of our khutbah, in stepping out of our masjid, in stepping out of our madras? Are we doing our part to go and reclaim the true Islam that Trinidad and Tobago should see? Take notice. Sajjal ana Arabi. Take note, I am Arab. Or Sajjal ana Muslim. Take note that I am Muslim. And this is the truth of what it should be. You see, this is why I am so pleased to come here today, to support the work of Alhikmat.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Due to the negative propaganda against the Quran and the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it has become imperative upon us to spread the message of the Quran, inshallah. Therefore, Al-Hikmat kindly requests your support to pledge and sponsor 100,000 Quran drives on CDs. Join us sponsoring Qurans on CDs for free distribution fi sabilillah for Muslims and non-Muslims worldwide. You can also sponsor on behalf of family members and relatives that have passed away as Sadaqah Jariyah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Al-Hikmat TV presents a great way to spread the Sunnah. Have a Sunnah attitude. In the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in chapter 33 verse 21, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, لَقَدْ كَانَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةً حَسَنًا, that ye indeed in the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a beautiful pattern of conduct. Join us for our 100,000 t-shirt drive. For more details or to place an order, contact Al-Hikmat services at 1-800-804-0267, or you can visit us on our website at www.alhikmattv.com. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Generous brothers and sisters are kindly requested to give from their zakat and sadaqah to Al-Hikmat services so we can provide Islamic materials and literature to brothers and sisters in correctional institutions, plus to new Muslims and non-Muslims who are needy and seeking to learn Islam, inshallah. For more information, contact Al-Hikmah office at 954-986-0158 or visit our website www.alhikmat.com. You can also make checks payable to Al-Hikmat Services Inc., or you can donate with a credit card on PayPal, www.alhikmat.com.
We're praying for that, right? Well, you see brothers and brothers fighting for money and property. Sisters, brothers, fathers, children. Look at our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. 1400 years ago, he said, I don't fear that you guys will do shirk, assign partners to Allah. But my fear is you will envy your brother and your sister for worldly things. When they have these worldly accomplishments, you will envy it.
Assalamu alaikum. Allah gives hikmat, wisdom, to whomsoever He wills. And whomsoever is given wisdom is certainly given a lot of good. Only the people of understanding will benefit from the reminder. Tune in to Al-Hikmat TV for khutbahs, lectures, and Islamic reminders. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Praises are due to Allahu Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allah is the creator of the universe. Allah is the creator of Adam and Eve. Allah is the creator of the universe. Allah is the
Wafiq Transport Limited. Contact 715-6463 or 673-0152. Located at 86 Orenfield Road, Karapi, Chima. Services include vacuum, septic services, sock pile, sand gravel, etc., trailers, heavy equipment for sale such as flatbeds, drop decks, container trailers, and lots more.
Southern Hatcheries Limited. Suppliers of both live and processed broiler chickens. Parts available in both tray packs and case bags to suit your needs. Leg and thighs, wings, liver and gizzard. Also suppliers of both live and processed ducks. All meats strictly halal. Visit us at 440 Komodo Road, Barrackport. Or call us at 654-3938 or 361-08.
Ya Nabi, Salam Alayka, Ya Habib.
Bounty Kings Bounty Castles presents brand new luxury castles for all events. You can contact us at telephone number 749-4342, or you can also email us at bountykings1@gmail.com. A-Class Glamour presents to you wholesaling and retailing of premium lines of cosmetics for all skin types, designer jewelry, and many accessories. Brands include ColourPop, Maybelline, Revlon Professional, Urban Decay, Sephora, and many more. To get a hold of these products, you can call Sadiq Khan at 345-5824 or Amira Khan at 759-6089. You can also visit our Facebook page at A-Class Glamour to follow for newly released lines of products.
सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह तेरे सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह.
If you'd like to advertise or be a sponsor of this show, please contact Alhikmat office. Telephone number 1954-986-0158 or 1-868-325-8276. Or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
Truly he is the one, he has no father or son.